Political correctness, is it helping or harming the community? What do you think? Let's talk politically correctness and has it went too far. So, first of all, I think that the idea of politically correct speech, I guess you could say the intention maybe was a good idea in theory. However, I think that the state of affairs as we now have it has went way too far. So, we got all these, let's say, different terms that we have to use to refer to different people. So even if we take just things that relates to blacks, for example, right? So we got Negro, African American, Afro American, colored, um, and there's a number of other terms that refer just to blacks alone. And now we have the preferred pronoun era, where you have to refer to people according to whatever their preferred pronoun is. Now, I agree with including everyone. So not, uh, taking anyone for granted, regardless of their race, sexual orientation, political affiliation, or any of these things. I think it's important that we um, have diversity. I think diversity is good. However, when we talk about a society where we claim to have freedom of speech, which I don't believe that we do, but we pretend that we have freedom of speech. And then you try to tell someone how they have to speak. How is that free? I don't understand. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. Now, with the idea of freedom of speech, does that mean that I should be able to um, just disrespect anyone or use slurs against someone because of their sexual orientation or their race or something like that? No, absolutely not. However, how can anyone keep up with all of the politically correct ideas and terms, right? And to be honest with you personally, I'm not even going to try to, right? I can respect people for who they are, what they claim to be, how they identify. Um, I can respect that, right? And I have friends who are, of all different racial perspectives as well as different sexual orientations, right? And they're my friends, and I have uh, no disrespect towards them, and I don't think that anything I said or done have been disrespectful towards them. However, I can't go along with the um, state of affairs as it relates to politically correctness now. And also, one of my reasons for opposing it, and not necessarily opposing having tact, right? So we're going to have tact when we talk to people. We're not just going to just blurt something out without thinking about what we're saying. However, um, with this political correct idea is basically forcing people to speak a certain way. And I think it's causing more harm than good. I think it creates a lot of frustration in the community on both sides of the fence, whether you're the person who are being told to be politically correct or you are the person who thinks that someone is being racist or disrespectful or misogynistic or something else due to the way that they talk, right? It causes a lot of frustration. And I think it actually makes people weak rather than stronger, right? Because there was a time when we talk about things like the civil rights struggle, for example, when people actually fought for an actual cause, something that affected the people, right? So we talk about um, fights against slavery, fights against, public lynchings, fights against segregation, actual issues that concern the people. Like even today, if we talk about you know, police brutality or things like that, cool. We can fight or have a conversation on that. But, the fact that, um, somebody refers to me uh, with a certain pronoun, right? I mean, what is that, right? And you have a right. You do have a right to um, identify as you choose. I also have a right to um, speak as I choose, right? And people have a right to not like you for whatever reason if they don't like you. So, some people are not going to like me because I happen to be black, and that's their right. And I don't care if they like me or not, right? One less person to deal with. But that is their right to do so. But they don't have a right to cause harm to me, violate my rights, put their hands on me. And if they choose to, then they should also be willing to accept whatever consequences that comes their way, right? And that's also with our, words and speech. We should be willing to accept the consequences that come our way. I would like to hear from you whether you believe that the idea of being politically correct is helping or harming the community and why. So, why would you feel that it's helping the community and our society in general, or why do you believe that it's harming the community?